The craziest part is that none of this was ever about making games or video games themselves. Yes, the act of making games was never for the purpose of making games. Their entire plan was to disrupt Steam. That's what former Prime Gaming VP Ethan Evans had admitted earlier this.
Yeah, they want to have they want to be able to get the 20% that Steam is getting. It's pretty simple.
That their entire goal was to take down Valve's platform, and their reasoning, we're bigger and we can do it.
Yep.
Reading Ethan Evans' post directly from LinkedIn, as VP of Prime Gaming at Amazon, we failed multiple times to disrupt the platform Steam. We were at least...
The reason why is because of distribution and production. So basically, back in the day, big companies could bully their way into spaces that they didn't really belong into because the amount of distribution was very limited and the channels were extremely traditional and very much legacy channels. Like, for example, getting your video game on Super Nintendo was a lot harder than getting your game on Steam, for example. Now, anybody can use a product, anybody can go download a app or anything like that, and word of mouth advertising, which is the strongest form of advertising, by the way, totally overrules any of this.
250 times bigger, and we tried everything, but ultimately Goliath lost. The 15-year attempt to challenge Steam started before I was VP of Prime Gaming, but we never cracked the code, not under my leadership or
any. Because you weren't thinking about improving the game. You're improving the user experience. That's the reason.
The first way we tried to enter the online game store market was through acquisition. We acquired Reflexive Entertainment, a small PC game store, and tried to scale it. It went nowhere. Then, after buying Twitch, we created our own PC game store. Our assumption was that gamers would naturally buy from us because they were already using Twitch. Wrong.
You should have integrated better with the UI. You could have maybe done this if you could have integrated better with the UI and had it directly transition to Amazon. But you didn't. It was bad implementation. Like, this is a decent idea. It's just badly implemented.
Finally, we built Luna, a game streaming service that let people play without a high-end PC. Around the same time, Google tried the same thing with Stadia. Neither gained significant traction.
Way
the whole
too
time,
early.
Steam dominated despite being a relatively small company compared to Amazon and Google. The mistake was that we underestimated what made consumers use Steam. It was a store, a social network, a library, a trophy case, all in one, and it worked. At Amazon, we assumed that
most importantly, it was not invasive. Steam is not invasive in the way that the Epic Game Launcher, the Battle.net launcher is invasive. Steam is just a thing that plays your video games. People don't want an experience, and it has reviews on it too. That's another big factor.